right, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Thanks. All right, there's a ton of rumors about Mikey Garcia taking on Manny Pacquiao, and I'll link this interview in the description from Fight Hype. His brother, his nephew Peter, whatever he is to him, and Mikey appeared on there, and they, his nephew Peter, I think that's who it is, was saying that Manny Pacquiao is an easier fight for Mikey Garcia than Errol Spence. Do you agree? Let's talk about it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. All right. Personally, they were saying that he was saying it was an easier fight for Mikey because Pacquiao's not as long. Pacquiao's not as naturally big. He moved up multiple weight classes. Pretty much schematic-wise, they both the same size, and they both moved up multiple weight classes, and both, closer to natural weight than Mikey was to Errol Spence. I'd imagine that he'd have a tune-up before then. His brother kind of joked around, or his nephew Peter trying to joke around with Mikey right there, saying Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia, January 22nd on Showtime. I think he was just joking. Mikey was like, don't believe that. And that's the rumor going around. Top Rank and Premier Boxing Champions are bidding for the Mikey and Manny Pacquiao fight. And I believe when it come down to bidding, Al got more resources to get them more money than Bob do. But quite frankly, he can tune up, and he probably gonna tune up versus somebody that is that's softer, and just to get a win and get back in the thick of things. But personally, I think the outcome is the same. All right, if that Pacquiao who was allowed to not take a drug test till 2 or 3 weeks out from the fight, if he fights the same Pacquiao Keith Thurman did, I believe Mikey Garcia gonna get obliterated. Okay, hand speed too different. Too different. Pacquiao got blazing hands. I believe Pacquiao pack more power. I believe his movement is gonna be too good for Mikey Garcia, and maybe it's looking like that because it was a total blowout versus Errol Spence. He got waxed 12 rounds to nothing, and people will say, well, if Errol can't hurt Mikey, then Pacquiao can't, because Errol the bigger physical. People think Errol hit harder, but that's not necessarily true. Manny Pacquiao uses angles, and he throws 3 or 4, 5 shots at a time, and he worked up and down. A lot of the shots that Mikey Garcia took from Errol Spence, he was able to see them and brace for him. With Pacquiao, when Pacquiao was in his bag, and when he at his best, like he was versus Keith Thurman didn't see that shot that dropped him. You know what I'm saying? With Pacquiao using angles is different. The punch that you don't see coming is usually the punch that knock you out or hurt you or knock you down. And with Errol Spence, Mikey was able to keep the punches in front of him. He was able to brace for him and see him. And Errol is not the combination puncher that Pacquiao is. Pacquiao was like a tornado with his shots, and he'll work up and down. And Pacquiao, quite frankly, is faster than Mikey Garcia. Than Errol Spence. So it's a different dynamic there. But Pacquiao do got the shorter arms, and maybe Mikey can do some things. But I see him potentially getting stopped versus Manny Pacquiao. Hand speed too good. I think Pacquiao packed more power. Pacquiao more natural 147 pounder. Even if this fight had happened at 140. I just believe Manny Pacquiao is just a more dynamic athlete. I think even when Mikey fought Lipinets, I think the difference in that fight, and the reason I picked Mikey to win that fight, the difference was footwork. Mikey had a drastic advantage in footwork. Lipinets was a kickboxer. His feet was all over the place, and he just didn't have the footwork. Had Lipinets had better footwork versus Mikey Garcia, I think Lipinets would have took that one. So if he want to fight Pacquiao anywhere from 40 to 47, I think he's just going to get dog walked unless he gets drug tested, and that was really a difference between testing. Now, the Manny Pacquiao that fought Adrian Broner, will Mikey Garcia have an opportunity to defeat him? Yeah, that Pacquiao didn't look as coordinated. He didn't look as balanced. He didn't look as clean. He didn't look as fluid as the Pacquiao that fought Keith Thurman. And maybe It was just a tune-up. He didn't take Adrian Broner serious. All right? And I know people saying, well, he didn't knock out Adrian Broner. How you going to knock out Mikey Garcia? I'm not saying he will, but I think him getting knocked down and getting knocked out by Manny Pacquiao is a real possibility. And plus, Mikey Garcia did his best Adrian Broner impression versus Errol Spence. He chose not to move his hands and just survive. And I think in the first 6 rounds versus Pacquiao for Mikey Garcia is going to be critical. Because in the first, I say 1 to 4 or 5 rounds, Pacquiao is a problem. You see him once he got to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Keith Thurman got to come back and he started getting his bag. And he started to, kind of get Pacquiao some good work. So, I just think he crazy for taking this fight. I mean, it's gonna make a ton of money. I imagine he gonna tune up before the fight, but he gonna get his face beat in, and this is gonna be it for Mikey Garcia. At this point, if I'm Vasily Lomachenko, I wouldn't even entertain fighting you. You got beat up by Earl. You probably gonna get beat up by Manny. Now, if he beat Manny, then yeah, I would entertain him coming down or meeting him at the catchweight and moving up, because then it's gonna mean a hell of a lot of money to him. But I guess for Mikey Garcia, it's worth the risk because Manny Pacquiao is at an all-time high right now. His stock, it's at an all-time high than it's been, since losing to Jeff Horn and getting knocked out by Marquez and the 3 fights with Timothy Bradley, losing the first one and winning the latter 2, and Jesse Vargas. But his stock is at an all-time high. Well, I'm gonna say a high for him right now, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough fight from Mikey, but the money they gonna make, the executioner Manny Pacquiao versus another Mexican American fighter, and Mikey, I understand the risk, because really, where do Mikey go after? Think about this. Where do Mikey go after this? Mikey could have sat down there and he could have made an undisputed fight with Lomachenko by now. He didn't want to. He chose to escape from the lightweight division and move up to welterweight and fight Errol Spence for what? Nobody. Absolutely. You see them memes? Absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody asked for Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. He's spoken into existence and it materialized. Every day leading up to that fight, I was waiting to wake up and see Mikey Garcia pull out that fight. He went through it for no reason. He could have sat down there and fought Lomachenko, and he could have beat Lomachenko. He could have been a legend. Now, if he fight Manny Pacquiao, really, where do we got to go? He never wanted to fight Lomachenko. We've seen that, right? Because he left. He don't want to fight Regis, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez is trained by his brother. Hooker just lost. Josh Taylor, all them dudes. There's no money in them. At the welterweight division, he didn't want to fight Danny Garcia. There wasn't no bill on the line, and the risk of losing was huge, and it probably wasn't enough money for them to fight because there wasn't no bill on the line. So he didn't want to fight Danny Garcia. So really, where do we got to go? He just looking for the most lucrative fight right now. Where does Mikey got to go? Nobody want to see him versus Errol Spence in a rematch. I hear in talks that he may want to fight Terrence Crawford. I highly doubt that. Manny Pacquiao is a title holder, so that obviously gives him another title, 26, 30, 35, 40. He can be a 5 division title winner. So Manny Pacquiao make the most sense. He bring more money. I think he more beatable than Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence for him due to their styles and their movement. And Pacquiao, he liked to fight, he liked to bang, and you could time Pacquiao. Pacquiao is the most easy, most lucrative risk and foe for Mikey Garcia. But long story short, I think it's a more winnable fight for Mikey than the Errol Spence fight. I do. It's a more winnable fight for him. I do agree with him on that one, but I still think it's an L if he allows Manny Pacquiao to not test for the whole camp. And if Manny Pacquiao prepares, and it's the same fighter that fought Keith Thurman. But when you older, he'll be a year older next year. You tend to don't get better with time. You don't usually guys don't age like fine wine. But hey, let me know what y'all think. Is Pacquiao easier fight for Errol Spence? Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code GoodFellowOneBoxing get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much more. Website, promo code, description. You want to make a donation, that link's there as well too. And In addition to that, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. Those links in the description. You need to get in touch with me for a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Just keep sharing the videos, and I'll link that Fight Hype interview in the description or the source link. Let me know what you think. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, Goodfella Sports TV. And let me know what you think in the comment section. We gone.